Alright, what's up YouTube? So, if you're watching this video, you're curious on how to build a propane forge burner or a foundry burner. Uh, this is the simplest, easiest way, most effective way I've discovered. It cost me about 25-30 bucks. I had these regulators already laying around. You can get one like this at Harbor Freight for $4.99, so add a couple extra bucks, but they're well worth it. They make the job a lot easier, especially when you're trying to mix propane and air together for the forced air propane burner. The guy I seen build this actually used 3/4 inch and 1 inch piping, but that stuff's like $2 more for every fitting, and I used 3/4 and 1/2 inch, so it works just as good. I don't have a huge forge, so I don't need huge piping, and this produces an awesome flame as it is, so I don't really need to worry about getting something that big. Everything you need is pretty simple. It's 2 reducing couplings from 3/4 to 1/2 inch. Makes your job a lot easier. Then you need a 8 inch by 1/2 inch piece of pipe or a nipple. This is all in black iron, by the way, or black steel, which is good with propane and handles heat well. 3/4 by 1/2 inch T. A street elbow, street 90. It's a 3/8 all the way around. A 1/2 inch by 3/8 bushing. Two 2-inch by 1/2 inch nipples. 3/8 by 1/4 adapter. You can get that at Harbor Freight for like $1. Plus the nipples for air hoses. You're gonna need 2 of them, as you can see here. You can buy a 1/2 inch, because a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch by 3/8. If you don't want to do like I did here and JB weld it, I found this way more effective just because I didn't have the money to keep spending, so I JB welded my nipple in there. Works just fine. But if you want to spend the extra money, go ahead. Makes your job a little easier. Did I cover everything? I think I did, yeah. So let's build it. It's quite simple. Be able to use it as soon as it's been built. This is mine disassembled because I wanted to share with everybody the smartness here. So we'll just start with our T. I'm gonna hook up these 2-inch by 1/2 inch nipples. Make sure you use pipe dope or thread tape and some kind of thread sealant. I use this number 5 soft pipe dope. It's great for propane. It's not the blue stuff, but it works just as good. I recommend using it because you are messing with propane. You don't want any kind of leak, because one little leak could lead to a major problem. So make sure you seal everything very good. Bushing goes in up top where a 1/2 inch is. Remember, this is 3/8 by 1/2 inch bushing. Street elbow goes into the top of that bushing. And this 3/8 street elbow, just for future reference. I'm gonna have to repaint all my stuff again because I'm OCD. I like everything to be all pretty and straight. It's a major problem of mine. Your 3/8 by 1/4 inch adapter for your air nozzle goes in here. So at this point, you have your air entrance for your forced air and your propane entrance. So propane goes, air goes. common sense pretty much. And you're gonna take your 3/4 by 1/2 inch reducing coupling. That goes here. Your 8-inch nipple. Now, this flare at the end is the most important part. Without this flare or this reducing coupling, you will not be able to use this. This allows for what people call a rose tip to form without the screen or anything. If you just have this off and try to use it like this, it'll just keep wanting to go out. It won't work. Even if you just shove it in the forge, it will not work. So I found that by putting this on the end, it makes your job 20 times easier. You just basically light it, boom, and you're good. I've tried using it without it. It does not work. I can't stress that enough. So that's what it looks like so far. You just add on your gauges or your regulators at the end, my bad. One for propane, one for the air. Now, the regulator for the propane does not control any pressure at all. It just allows me to cut it on and off right at the torch or the burner here. And the one for the air does its job. The strongest I've had it without it being in the forge is at like 25-30 psi, which is great. I mean, you can do anything with that outside of the forge. I've melted a can in 35 to 45 seconds. It was amazing. Inside the forge, it can reach 40 to 60 psi as long as you've got a constant hit back, because it will keep reigniting the flame. So it allows for it to continuously burn. It's daytime here, but I'm going to try to show you how well the burner works. But before I do that, I'll just show you my forge setup. It's pretty ghetto. It's an old squirrel cage built out of concrete. Got a nipple right here that my burner goes in. So we're gonna set that up real quick. Let you see. Yeah, what's up, guys? So with my setup, you just take the flare off, insert that into the hole, screw the flare back on at the end. I know you gotta look at my ugly face. It's all good though. It'll be worth it by the end of the video. So you got the flare coming in, kind of gives a vortex to constantly relight. I would normally use plaster or ceramic fiber for the insulator, but hey, we can't all afford that kind of stuff. So I made do with $6 worth of concrete and a squirrel cage. So that's it sitting in there. Runs, I can't do this with the camera. Runs in directly and comes out. So let's hook it up. And well, I'm gonna take it out first. Let's hook it up and show you what it can do. Alright. I'll put it here. Let me set this damn camera down again. You can't tell I'm not very camera savvy. Tried to make this video as quick as I can for you guys. Alright. So we are hooked up. Sorry, I keep turning the damn camera. So I'm going to initiate propane. Well, probably need to cut it on, don't I? Gonna have a little flame right there. Open this all the way up. Now, we'll add some air into it. You can hear the flames increasingly strong. A little more propane going in there. Always takes a minute to get it warmed up. Hard to see, but I promise you there's flame there. I'll make another one of it in the forge. The flame's a lot stronger, a lot bigger when it's in the forge. But I hope this helps some people, and enjoy.